first thing you see is the natural beauty of the area. Driving out here, of course, you're on just gorgeous roads and winding roads going through beautiful places. It's just a really beautiful environment to be in. Just the sheer beauty of it and the nice weather, you just can't beat that. This has everything. It has the ocean, it has places to swim, it has mountains to hike, it has good people, it has good food. It's a great place.
The beautiful coast of Point Reyes that we know today was once nothing but empty land and rolling hills. And Point Reyes Station, now home to a bustling community, was only train tracks.
Before there was a Point Reyes Station, this was just a big cow pasture. And it only developed here because the North Pacific Coast Railroad came through here starting in 1875. The train came around a big curve here and it stopped in this cow pasture, and passengers for the town would get off and have to find their way 2 miles to Olema. The landowners decided to build some things here and make this into a town.
Following World War II, the town became more distinguished with numerous businesses and became well known for its agriculture.
Immigrants came and settled here, and so the dominant culture in Point Reyes Station as it was developing was largely Swiss, and that continued through the generations.
Toby Giacomini, the grandfather of the prominent Swiss family living in Point Reyes Station for decades, was an important person in the history of Point Reyes.
Toby's feed barn starts with Toby Giacomini, and he's a story in himself.
Toby started from a single pickup truck. My grandfather bought a pickup truck with my grandmother, and he started hauling cans of cream from the dairies. So he just really built it with one truck, his sweat, and a lot of handshakes and connecting to a lot of people, and it just grew and grew until it became a feed barn in downtown Point Reyes.
In 1976, Toby decided to shift from the trucking industry and create his own business, putting in all of his love and passion for Point Reyes into what started as a feed barn.
Toby was known for being very generous. He was always giving people free oranges and fruit, and he was very friendly and very funny. He used to sit on the rocking chair out in the front, and everyone kind of knew him and loved him.
Toby was kind of the leading citizen of this town for many, many years. My kids, who are all in their 30s, grew up sitting on Toby's lap when he was Santa Claus. With his son Chris, when they started this business as more than a feed barn, offering all sorts of other things, it became a community center in a sense.
The Main Street store was an instant success and blossomed into a mixture of all the important aspects of each Giacomini generation.
Toby's is a weird collection of a lot of different wonderful things.
Not only a feed barn, Toby's is also the home of a barn event space, community garden, cultural art gallery, yoga studio, and seasonal farmers market. Each aspect of the business contributes to the local community by providing space that appeals to all.
This place was always about bringing people together.
I think local stores are more important because we put our money back into the community. Yeah. We're constantly donating to fundraisers, the schools, we host nonprofits. I mean, our money, if we can, is going directly back into our immediate community.
Oh my God, we have done probably more free fundraisers in this barn than longer than you've been alive.
We had a local member of the community that had an accident, and so the community got together to do a fundraiser for him, and it was amazing. It was amazing how many people showed up, and they were very generous. People come here to the store, and a lot of people treat you like family, like friends, and that's pretty cool to have in any job.
Toby's inner community symbolizes the importance of a neighborly town like Point Reyes. A small town like this provides a different atmosphere that we lack day to day in our busy urban lives.
You walk on the street and you know everybody, or everybody knows you. When you're in a big city, you walk through the streets and it's more like, cut and dry in terms of the sense of people, person to person. They treat you as family. They get to know you and they treat you as a family. And that's very special about the small community.
There's like a collective spirit here that kind of keeps this place alive.
A small town like Point Reyes Station, to me, provides some soul to the world.
It is essential that the beauty and the soul of Point Reyes remains intact in order to carry on the legacy that locals like the Giacomini's have been preserving for generations.